Scotty, how much confidence has the group taken out of the last two performances?
Yeah, obviously a lot. The Port Adelaide win coming from behind really showed we can outplay teams in the last quarter, and obviously in the wet we haven't played well in the wet for a long time, and against Sydney we showed we can put a four-quarter performance together.
It's a great chance to set up your season, isn't it? 4 wins out of 5 to start the year puts you in a great spot.
Oh yeah, it's great to have this opportunity. Last few years we've been the other side of the ledger, so yeah, it's a great opportunity, and hopefully we can get the job done.
Scott, what's changed since round one, mate, to go 3-1?
Yeah, I think round one, we were pretty disappointing, and I think just the hunt and the will from everyone to hunt the footy and win the footy wasn't there, and we've changed that around, and things have turned.
So you probably get Travis Cloke tomorrow. He probably hasn't been in the best form, but he's provided a bit of difficulty for North the last couple of times. Yeah,
definitely. History shows that he's a great player, and although he hasn't been in the best form, he's still a great player. And from going from Lance Franklin now to probably Travis Cloke, I'll still probably have not much sleep tomorrow night or tonight.
Does it make you a bit nervous coming up against a great player that hasn't had a good few weeks? You just sort of think they're going to put it together eventually?
Oh, definitely. Past performance doesn't really matter. It's what happens on the game day, and he's a great player. So hopefully I can beat him. But he's a great player, and there's a chance he can dominate.
Do you like to get in a wrestle with him, or what's sort of the key to trying to stop him?
Yeah, Travis is pretty strong, like probably one of the strongest in the AFL. So if you've got help, you can get into a wrestle with him. But if you don't, you probably don't want to get into too much of a wrestle.
Jesse White seems to step up last week for them, so I guess that adds a bit more, some potency for those guys and a bit more for you to work on.
Yeah, he definitely played well, so kicked a few, so it shows that haven't just got the one avenue up forward as well, so they're going all right.
Scott, with Cloke, he's spoken about his mental battles that he has. He loses confidence. Will you try and get in his head early on if he does drop a couple of marks?
I'm not a big sledger, because if you're sledging then they kick a goal, you're just going to get it twice as hard back. So I'm just trying to do my role.
What's different about playing on Lance Franklin and playing on Travis Cloke?
Yeah, obviously Franklin's probably more of a hit-up player and plays up a bit higher, whereas Cloke likes to play deep and get the one-on-one contest, and that's probably the difference.
Has Scotty told you that you'll be getting first crack on Cloke?
No, not yet. I'll go have a chat to him after the meetings to see who I'm actually playing, but most likely I think I'll take him.
Do you take things sort of steady after your game on Franklin, or is it a real confidence booster like this week? Does it feel different to?
Last week was last week. Like Franklin sometimes kicks, he's kicked 13 against us. So I don't really take form into a game. I just try and play the player on his merits.
Drew Petrie spoke after the round one loss that this group needs to deal with expectation. Obviously, round one, big game against Essendon, he didn't handle it. Now you're coming into a big game against a big club off the back of 3 wins. Is this a good test to see if you've sort of improved in that area?
Definitely. I think, hopefully we don't get complacent and drop back to how we played round one, and really keep up our form and really attack the footy, and that's how we've won our last 3 games. So it's been big on the boys to really keep that up. So it'll be pretty disappointing if we didn't keep all that up.
And Good Friday footy, obviously your club's been linked to playing on Good Friday. Is it something you'd like to do potentially as early as next year?
Yeah, I'd love to do it, and I think the whole club would love to do it. It just gives the supporters, AFL supporters, an option on the Good Friday to watch a game of footy, and obviously the club would link it in with the Good Friday appeal, and I think it would be great for the game to get games on Friday.
Do you think 2 of the smaller clubs in the AFL deserve the game rather than someone like an Essendon?
I think North deserves it. We've been really fighting for it hard for probably 20 years. So, and as long as it's a good game, it doesn't matter who's there. I think AFL supporters would turn up to the game and watch it. So I think it would be just great for the sport.
You've been surprised that it hasn't happened yet?
A little bit. You see lots of international sports like basketball, they play on Christmas Day and things like that. So, in time, I think it's the next progression, I think.